Let us travel back in time to a world where, despite scientific and technological advancements, there are still events that defy explanation. These events have such fascinating backstories that they have baffled even the most intelligent minds. This video features photos of strange alien ships, ghostly appearances, and more. Let's get started. Number 10. On a fateful March day in 1959, Mabel Chinnery and her husband set out to capture memories at Mrs. Hamill's grave in the small English village of Ipswich. Little did they know that this seemingly ordinary activity would propel them into the otherworldly realm. The narrative goes that as the film was being developed, an astonishing apparition appeared in the rear seat of their vehicle, a figure that uncannily resembled Mrs. Hamill. This uncanny incident became well known, appearing in newspapers and on television and capturing people's imaginations all over the world. Although scientists quickly refuted the claims of skeptics who suggested the possibility of just double exposure, one unanswered question persisted. Could it be that there was no explanation because none could be located? The image under consideration shows a ghostly figure with eerie clarity that defies common photographic oddities. Experts examined the object carefully and found oddities like a weird scarf overhanging the car door and a mysterious shoulder that didn't seem to belong. There are explanations put up by skeptics, but none of them can completely explain the anomalies that exist. Number 9. Unveiled in January 1925, an eerie incident took place on board the oil tanker beneath the surface of the ocean. This is the legend of two sailors who perished on board, James Courtney and Michael Maine, whose ghosts are said to have emerged swimming alongside the ship and whose faces were clearly visible to the crew. The story wasn't without skeptics, though, as some dismissed it as the tendency of the mind to see patterns in hazy shapes. Here is paranormal investigator Blake Smith, who dug deep into the mysteries surrounding the infamous ghost photograph, his quest for the truth leading him through hoaxes. The widely shared image purportedly showing the ghostly sailors was carefully examined. With the help of photography specialist Joe Nickel, Smith discovered obvious evidence of tampering, including jagged edges that suggested cut and paste, casting doubt on the image's legitimacy. Smith continued his investigation after that, discovered the original image of the picture, which showed the faces hidden in the sea mist but were previously thought to be evidence of the paranormal. Even this rendition displayed indications of manipulation. The Watertown haunting, which was previously a spine-tingling maritime adventure, is now exposed, with its ghostly apparitions proved to be more smoke than substance. Number 8. On July 19th, at 1200 Cherry Street Northeast in the heart of St. Petersburg, Florida, a mystery came to light. Mary Rear, a 67-year-old homeowner, had visits from her son and a neighbor on an ordinary evening. Little did she realize that this routine night would become a perplexing enigma. The next morning, a male person knocked on her door, but she did not respond. Alarmed, a neighbor was called, and the two of them found an odd scene. The apartment was unusually warm despite some windows being open, and in one corner was a grim sight, a pile of ashes holding the remains of a chair, a lamp, and an electric clock frozen at 4:20 a.m. Experts calculated that an exceptionally intense fire reaching 3,000 degrees would be required to consume a human body so thoroughly. But there was no plausible explanation for why the rest of the apartment, if not the entire building, remained unscathed. The authorities were puzzled as to why only a woman's left foot, dressed in a slipper with rumors of a shrunken human skull, remained in this eerie scene. The Federal Bureau of Investigation and famous physical anthropologist Wilton Krogan were consulted by the St. Petersburg police, but despite their best efforts, the case remained unresolved. A number of possibilities, including ball lightning and explosives, were explored, but none provided a convincing explanation. Authorities weakly dismissed the incident on a forgotten cigarette as the investigation came to an unsatisfactory conclusion. Number 7. The Cecil Hotel, with its dark past, is home to a sinister enigma that has confounded the world and is located in the center of Los Angeles amidst the glitz and splendor. A location where the boundaries between the living and the dead are hazy and where the haunting halls of the past hold the secrets. Elisa Lamb was an aspirational young adventurer whose life took a turn for the worse when she was inside the hotel. In 2013, while traveling alone along the Pacific coast, Elisa, a youthful free spirit, had no idea that she would cross paths with the hotel's horrific past. Unusual circumstances surrounded Elisa's disappearance. Her final image was captured in an intriguing elevator video, appearing to dance with unknown powers. The plot thickened when Elise's lifeless body was discovered in a rooftop water tank, sending shock waves. Questions multiplied like ghosts in the night about how she ended up there. The access points were locked and the tanks were sealed tight. Was she running from some unseen force, or was this caused by faulty machinery? Conspiracy theories spread like whispers in the wind, with some theorizing foul play and others considering the participation of the supernatural. It seemed inconceivable, but here was the terrifying fact. The story's eerie allure has endured through time, as evidenced by the television shows it inspired. The tale of Elisa Lam remains as a terrifying reminder of mystery. The Cecil Hotel, which was formerly a symbol of grandeur, is now a mysterious monument where the past and present merge. Elisa's mystery still exists today, beckoning people to explore the paranormal, discover the meaning of the spectral dance in Cecil's elevator, and consider the mysterious entities that roam among us. Number 6. Zigman Adamsky was born in August 1923. His life appeared normal until a strange incident rocked a sleepy Yorkshire town. Married to Leocadia Lottie, a woman suffering from multiple sclerosis, they were a picture-perfect couple. However, on June 6, 1980, Adamsky, who was well known for his routine, disappeared during a routine grocery run, leaving everyone perplexed. It took 5 days for his lifeless body to be located on top of a coal heap kilometers from his house. The circumstances surrounding his death were puzzling because, despite the intense summer heat, Adamsky's body had strange burn marks, and his careless clothing suggested an unexpected course of events. Even more strange was the fact that he had just grown a day's worth of facial hair, suggesting a brief absence. PC Alan Godfrey, the responding officer, determined that Adamsky had suffered a heart attack, but the question of how he ended up on that coal remained. He appeared to have fallen from the sky without anybody seeing, adding to the intrigue of the hot summer day. Adamsky's belongings were gone, and his clothes were loosely put back together. His body was covered with burns and covered in an unknown gel-like material, which added to the mystery. The post-mortem examination conducted by Dr. Alan Edwards provided a time of death. Nevertheless, the precise cause of death remained elusive, confusing coroner James Turnbull for months. As the community was abuzz with conjecture, the topic of Zigman Adamsky's fate was asked. Number 5. One of the great mysteries was solved in 1872 when Captain David Morris of the British brig Dei Gratia discovered the mysterious ship, the Mary Celeste, drifting and abandoned in the middle of the turbulent seas. Though a variety of beliefs, from mutiny to sea monsters, have swirled around this mystery, it required documentary filmmaker Ewan McGregor's keen eye and her contemporary investigative method, supported by cutting-edge maritime equipment and recently uncovered records, to pierce the shroud of ambiguity. McGregor set out on a quest for the truth, rejecting fantastical notions as she painstakingly recreated the circumstances surrounding Mary Celeste's desertion. It was a story of unforeseen obstacles and sensible choices made in the face of hardship. Captain Benjamin Spooner Briggs, a well-known and experienced mariner, discovered that his ship was experiencing hazardous weather without his knowledge. He was misled by vague navigational aids, which caused him to miss the crucial moment of seeing land for comfort. Additional issues resulted from the ship's recent renovation, which left vital systems like the pumps in disarray because of construction debris and coal dust. Unable to determine the water levels in his hull, Captain Briggs probably decided to abandon ship as soon as possible. By using historical weather data to retrace the ship's route, McGregor's meticulous research and oceanographer Phil Richardson's expertise revealed a compelling narrative of a captain's rational decision made under pressure, shattering myths and throwing light on the human drama that played out aboard the Mary Celeste as McGregor delves deeper. The story will continue to captivate and inspire readers in an upcoming book. In the wake of ambiguity, Mary Celeste's relentless search for truth serves as a lighthouse, illuminating the past and beckoning people to be moved by her profound mystery. Number 4. The intriguing story of Michael Rockefeller was shrouded in mystery and intrigue. During an expedition in the isolated Azimuth region of southwestern Netherlands, New Guinea, which is now part of Indonesia's Papua province, in 1961, the adventurous son of New York Governor and future U.S. Vice President Nelson Rockefeller Michael disappeared without a trace, leaving a gap that aroused curiosity around the globe. The haunting image from 1969, which shows Papuan cannibals with an enigmatic white man, rekindled rumors about Rockefeller's whereabouts. Some people assumed that Rockefeller voluntarily adopted the azimuth way of life, assimilating into the group that was previously thought to be composed of vicious cannibals. This striking picture begs the issues of the potential of a life lived on the periphery of traditional society and of a bold metamorphosis. In the middle of the dense Indonesian jungle, Rockefeller may have found belonging in the most unexpected places, challenging assumptions and defying social norms. Michael Rockefeller's story, shrouded in mystery, fuels the imagination and leaves us to consider the depths of human connection and the unknown. His story, this captivating image, frozen in time, tells us that even in the face of absence, the human spirit can persevere, adapt, and find surprising paths toward acceptance and connection. It challenges us to explore the uncharted frontiers of identification and belonging. Number 3. This intriguing beach photo from September 1943 in Cornwall has sparked a lively debate among time travel enthusiasts, bringing back fond memories of the 1940s. The image, which shows families enjoying the beach, takes an intriguing turn when it shows a man wearing a brown suit who appears to be absorbed in a modern smartphone. This mysterious figure, known as the texting time traveler, sent social media into a frenzy of speculation, while others fervently argued for the existence of time travel, pointing to his apparent phone-scrolling gestures. Critics rejected the idea, arguing that he was just demonstrating the era's fashion standards while rolling a cigarette. This unusual incident isn't unique, as a 1938 historical film recently discovered adds to the enigma. These intriguing glimpses into the past have ignited the collective imagination, blending the lines between history and science fiction. In this clip, a young woman dressed elegantly in 1930s attire was seen holding an object to her head reminiscent of a mobile phone. Conspiracy theorists were quick to speculate, proposing the existence of an experimental wireless phone in development. Number 2. On a bright July morning in 1974, on Provincetown, Massachusetts' sun-kissed Race Point Dunes, a young girl's innocent playtime was shattered by a graphic discovery picture. This young woman, her body mutilated and exposed, lay amid the sand and brush, the essence of her life taken in a violent act. This sent shockwaves through the quiet town, giving rise to the enduring legend of the Lady of the Dunes, a mysterious figure who was once anonymous but was brought back to light by the unwavering pursuit of the truth. In 2022, Ruth Marie Terry of Tennessee was finally given life by modern forensics. However, amidst the revelation of her identity, a chilling mystery remains about who the callous perpetrator was that silenced her for eternity. Provincetown, a haven for artists and the LGBTQ+ community, seemed an unlikely setting for such a horrific crime, and the woman remains a shadowy figure who eludes justice. Over the years, a number of theories have been put forth to explain this unsolved mystery, ranging from a brief similarity to a scene in the classic movie Jaws to the involvement of well-known persons like James Whitey Bulger. Though each lead is intriguing, they all come to a dead end. Despite many detours and turns, fabricated admissions, and ephemeral advice, the Lady of the Dunes represents unfinished justice, and time's sands have partly hidden her story. Her terrible demise has left a lasting legacy that endures forever. A disturbing question remains: will her silent scream find its voice penetrating the shroud of obscurity hiding her killer? It serves as a stark reminder of the depths of human evil as we stand on the brink of truth. The secret that plagues the Lady of the Dunes is one that can only be solved with time. Number 1. On May 23, 1964, a lovely day in Cumbria, England, Jim Templeton, his wife Annie, and their daughter Elizabeth set out on a delightful day visit to Burgh Marsh. They had no idea that this typical trip would turn into something spectacular. An enigma that enthralled the world as Templeton captured priceless moments of Elizabeth. Little did he anticipate the incredible turn of events that awaited him when the photographs were developed among the innocent snapshots. Behind Elizabeth's innocent smile stood the ghostly silhouette of a man dressed in a white suit, his face obscured by a mysterious black visor that looked like something out of a science fiction film. His otherworldly appearance earned him the title of Cosmic Visitor by the world. Templeton maintained that no one else was around when he took the photo, and to further fuel the mystery, Kodak, the well-known photography behemoth, confirmed that the image was unedited and unspoiled. The mysterious figure eluded explanation, setting up a flurry of conjecture around the world. Amateur investigators conjectured widely, speculating about possible connections to an unsuccessful rocket launch in Australia or, more convincingly, an extraterrestrial contact. But skeptical observers like UFO expert David Clark provided a more realistic viewpoint. Clark suggested that the figure might actually be Templeton's wife, whose back was to the camera. He claimed that overexposure had turned her blue dress into an ethereal white, giving the impression of the mysterious visitor. This intriguing mystery is still unsolved, leaving us with more questions than answers. The cosmic visitor, frozen in that strange photograph, continues to confuse, reminding us of the vast mysteries the universe holds waiting for courageous minds to reveal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, be sure to subscribe.